Welcome to another episode of SwillinGrog's Wonderful World of Beer. This time around I'll be reviewing Hollandia Premium Lager Beer, 4.7% alcohol by volume, brewed and canned in the Netherlands. Alright, now what more can I tell you about Hollandia? Well, I've never tried it before. I've always been hesitant to try it because it does come in green bottles, but when I saw it in these 500ml cans, I thought I might as well check it out. So, without further ado, I'll crack this can of Hollandia open and pour it out into this mug I got from IKEA and make an assessment of it. Okay. Well, as far as the appearance goes, it's a very clear golden colour with a moderate amount of carbonation. It's got just a little under a finger of off-white head. It was probably a little over a finger when I poured it, but yeah, it's dissipated fairly quickly. Anyway, onto the aroma. Well, what I'm picking up is some sweet smelling grains and a faint smell of hops. Anyway, onto the taste test, the most important part of the review. Cheers to you all. Alright, well, up front, it's very sweet, it's very malty, what you would expect from a lager. There's some nice, breadiness to those malts as well. Yeah, I think it's, really quite pleasant and also quite a pleasant surprise. As far as the taste is concerned, I, really wasn't expecting much from this brew. There's, a little bit of, hop bitterness there. Of course, it's, very minimal and only there for balancing. I do need to have another gulp, though. Alright, well, it is a little thin and a little watery, but still, it holds that taste profile pretty well. It's very crisp, very clean, very refreshing. The finish, is relatively dry. I would have to agree with Ronald Theriot in that, it does taste a lot more like an American lager than a Euro lager. It's very drinkable and, very sessionable, of course. And here in Australia, it's quite inexpensive. I think you can get like a carton of 500ml cans for around the $40 mark, which is pretty damn good by Australian standards. Anyway, what would I give it in terms of a score out of 10? Well, I do need to have another gulp. Alright, well, it's, very refreshing, and, it's very accessible too. It's out there at, I believe, like, Dan Murphy's and, BWS, which are pretty much everywhere these days. What would I give it in terms of a score out of 10? Well, I think it's deserving of about an 8 out of 10. Yeah, it's a very decent lager. It's very drinkable and very sessionable. It's nothing extraordinary, but it's certainly quite above average. So, anyway, that does bring us to the end of yet another SwillinGrog beer review. So, until next time, fare thee well, all.